Okay, so now you've been very, very clear, right? And now you've gotten more poetic and more beautiful. So now we need our lyrics. We want them to rhyme. Now, here's the thing. You could also just not rhyme. You don't have to have them rhyme. But a lot of songs rhyme. So if you do want to learn a little bit about that, here's the part where we're going to do that. We're on page 62. Okay, hold on. I want you to just look at this quote down here at the bottom. Don't wait for permission to do something creative. I can't tell you how many times people have said things to me like, oh man, I wish I could write songs. Oh man, I wish I could play the piano. What's stopping you, right? Obviously you're not being stopped by anything. Don't wait for permission, just go do it. Okay, that's that. Now, back to rhyme. So remember, we came up with these, now this is back to our sample idea, where everything is leading to, I need a melody to run to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired. Actually, I do. It's been a really long December. But anyway, line 1, 2, and 3, we have 2 options for each of those, right? Okay, so now we need to come up with what's the best way to rhyme these beautiful lines. All right, so usually in a chorus, and this would probably be our chorus, lines 1 and 2 rhyme, and then lines 3 and 4 rhyme, or lines 1 and 3 rhyme, and then lines 2 and 4 rhyme. It doesn't really matter, it's whichever one you would prefer to do. So for this first example, we're gonna rhyme lines 1 and 2 and lines 3 and 4. So, oh my gosh. So that means line 4, I need a melody to run to. If we're gonna try and rhyme line 3 with that, we need to rhyme with the word to, right? So what I like to do when I'm coming up with rhymes is just make a little list of things that rhyme with to. So here's our example list. True rhymes, right, that rhyme exactly. You, blue, do. Yeah, those all rhyme. Then there are these things called alternative rhymes, which kind of rhyme, right? Or maybe the vowel sounds the same, but maybe they don't exactly rhyme, like truth, used, rude. You could use all those words, and sometimes I actually like those better. So it's just something to keep in mind. There's actually an app, if you want to look into it, called B-Rhymes. I really like that. Sometimes that gives me really nice ideas. You can also just sometimes Google what rhymes with this, and sometimes they'll have on there, like, do you want a true rhyme or a distant rhyme? Sometimes they'll call them distant rhymes. There's a lot of different ways to call it. All right, so when I'm working through this example, I really, really like the idea of rhyming truth with to, because A, I already told you I like alternative rhymes, and B, I just like the idea of truth. You know, I talk a lot about truth and things. So if we kind of combine what we were talking about, like words can never express, I need a song I can sing, I can't tell you how I'm feeling, you know, the love I feel in this moment. So words can never express, I really liked that idea, but it was kind of too much, so I changed it a little bit. Words are failing me. So that works, right? Words aren't working. Words are failing me now, and that's the truth. I need a melody to run to. So that works, right? So that's how you can kind of manipulate things a little bit. I don't know why I just did that move. That was weird. Okay, so now we need to rhyme lines 1 and 2. Right? So lines 3 and 4, we've got words are failing me now, and that's the truth. I need a melody to run to. Lines 1 and 2 are the setup, right? She walks through the door, and I'm so happy, right? Because I didn't think I'd see her, or I hadn't seen her in a long time. So we need to communicate those two things in a beautiful way, a poetic way, and now a rhyming way. So we decide, in this example, I take on line 1 first. You walk through the door with a smile on your face. She came in the door with a shine in her eyes. I decided to stick with you, with the second person. You came through the door. So instead of walked, came, doesn't matter, either one. You came through the door, that door, with a smile in your eyes. So that's kind of nice. Eyes is nice because eyes rhymes with a lot of things. So sometimes when you're just starting out the rhyme pair, you can kind of think of a word that has a lot of options. So if we're looking at the rhymes that eyes can come up with, so remember, eyes, that's kind of a combo of these two options, right? Line 1, I had 2 choices. You walk through the door, and I just changed shine with a smile in your eyes. So you can always mix and match. Okay, no rules. What do I really want to say? You know the drill. All right, so the true words, true rhymes, goodbyes, wise, lies. The alternative rhymes, time, alive, twice. You could come up with more, right? So those are just the first ones. But what's so nice about this? Goodbye, right? Goodbye, because we just talked about, oh, she came through the door. We hadn't seen each other in so long. Well, what's a really nice way that you can say that? You can kind of change what we were saying. I can't believe I thought I'd hugged you for the last time, although time would have been a good rhyme too. I can't stop smiling. I thought our last goodbye was forever. Aha. It's been so long since our last goodbye, right? Okay, so there we have it. We have, you came through that door with a smile in your eyes. It's been so long since our last goodbye. Words are failing me now, and that's the truth. I need a melody to run to. Boom. We nailed it. Okay, all right. I don't know why I'm talking really weird right now. All right. So let me just power through this really quick. Lyrics, rhyme, continued again. Basically, this is the same exercise. This is just an exercise. So actually, I think you should do this. We're on page 64. And I think you should work backwards, and this time rhyme lines 1 and 3, lines 2 and 4. We have our ideas, remember, same ideas as before, and just swap it out. So line 4 we'll start with, come up with true and alternative rhymes for 2. Okay? Boom. Then find one of those rhymes to use as your last word and rewrite or combine or swap around to write line 2. Then go through it with line 1. What's your favorite way to say, you know, you walk through the door with a smile on your eye, with your smile on your face, she came in the door with a shine in her eyes. Which one do you want to take on? Write a combination of them. Take that last word, think what rhymes with it. Come up with true rhymes, come up with alternative rhymes. Okay? And then again, working backwards, which of those rhymes do you like the best? Take that word and put it last, and then have line 3 lead up to that last word. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I think it will. I write it and explain it better up here, but you got this because we already did it a couple times and it's going really, really well. One last quote I do want you to see. You can fall, but you can rise also. Rise, that could be a good one with eyes. Oh, I think I already said that. Anyway, all right, go for it. Page 64. This is just an example. It's just an exercise because, as you guessed it, in the next video, we're going to do this with your phrases. So go for it. Rock and roll. You're doing awesome.